Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It was requested that I cover the death of the father of Joe Dumars, June 10th, 1990, announced after Game 3 of the NBA Finals where Joe Dumars himself scored 33 points. It was the first game in Portland, Oregon, the 33rd state. The death, again, was the father of Joe Dumars III, after Game 3. We're going to talk about this death and murder by numbers, something that happens every single time a sports championship rolls around. There's always ritual murders in connection to the players on the teams. So we're going to look at that. And then we're also going to talk about this breaking news yesterday, May 16th, about this arrest of James Manley in Ohio. As everyone knows, LeBron James is a man-child, always has been. Anyway, let's start with Joe Dumars, the death of his father, the third, after the 33 points announced while out in the 33rd state. In case you're new here and you're not familiar with gematria, I'm going to link this calculator in the description. I talk about these things a million times in a million different videos, so sometimes I just like to be quick. But if you write NBA Finals, it sums to 33. When Joe Dumars' father dropped dead, it was right after his son scored 33 in the NBA Finals in the 33rd state, Oregon. And for the record, Oregon has gematria of 74. It's the only state with English ordinal gematria of 74, like Jesus, like cross. And as I've always explained, all of these sports leagues, they follow biblical riddles. The entire United States of America, from its creation to the present, is biblical. Why? Because Freemasonry is controlling the show. Freemasonry based in the Bible, American basketball created by Freemasons, just like American football, like American baseball. Nothing about this nation, the dates, the names are arbitrary. Secret societies rule over the masses, and secrets are secrets. The people in the masses don't have a clue. So Oregon, the 33rd state, in its naming, is a tribute to Jesus on the cross. There's a reason this nation's birthday is 7-4. Jesus at age 33, after Joe Dumars' 33 points in the 33rd state, the announced death of his father. This was the first road game for the Pistons. Just for the record, road has gematria of 38, like death, like killing, like murder. He was in Portland, known as Rip City. Rip, like rest in peace. Rip City equals 44, just like Portland, just like Detroit. Also like the word kill, like the word execution, like the word genocide. Pacific Northwest, along with the rest of the nation, massive Native American genocide. All those men who have their faces in the mountains of the Dakotas, you know why they're up there? Because they murdered the Indians for this Masonic nation. That's why it's the Redskins in Washington, D.C., home of George Washington. And oh, by the way, Washington, D.C. 187, like George Washington. This nation's always been a military kill empire. And for the record, military equals 44. Like soldier, like infantry, like officer. I could go on. 44 has a lot to do with killing. The military, a killing machine. This nation, a military empire, always has been since the beginning. The pro sports leagues, a distraction to take people's mind off the military empire they live in. So anyway, 38, 44 numbers of death and killing, first road game, back in Portland, the 33rd state, with the connections to Jesus and cross and ritual sacrifice. What else stands out about Joe Dumars is he's born on May 24th. He was 27 years old when his father died. I'm sure you've heard about the 27 Club before. 27 has a relationship with 3-3, kind of like 33. 3 to the third power is 27. 3 times 3 times 3, 27. The word ritual equals 27. 27, fateful number, Joe Dumars 27 when his father passed. 17, why does that matter? NBA equals 17, kill equals 17, like 44, and Mason equals 17. No doubt Joe Dumars a Mason. Pretty much everyone in the world of pro sports is. These are the costs to be the boss. He's also born on the 144th day of the year. When you write out 44, it sums to 144. Killer has gematria of 144. Killer news for number 4 after his 33-point performance. With regards to the day Joe Dumars was born, May 24th, 1963, date with 111 numerology. The NBA Finals equals 111. The numerology of 111 is 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. His father dead after Game 3. I just want to see what the gematria is of Game 3 real quick. Ha! Of course it is. Game 3, 44. Just like Portland. Just like Rip City. Just like Detroit. 46, also like Sacrifice. Notice the Blazers lost with 106 points. The Pistons won with 121. 227 combined points. 227 the 49th prime. Those are biblical numbers. Those are numbers that have to do with Revelation, the concluding book of the Bible, destruction, prophecy, cycles, life, death. It's always been the same in the NBA. Every game scripted to the point, and ritual murder on top of it. Couldn't get any more sick. So anyway, the Blazers went down with 106. Remember when the the Warriors beat the Oklahoma City Thunder on March 3rd, 3-3 last year? 121 to 106. 227 combined points, 227 the 49th prime, and then Prince dropped dead 49 days later, who said all we can go by in this world is prophecy. Prophecy 106. Talked about Prince and prophecy all year, and then they ended up opening his house as a museum on 10/6, like 106. It's all the same, all throughout history, the same patterns. And adding insult to injury, look at the name gematria of Joe Dumars. 106. How many points the Blazers lost with? The game he scored 33. The game his dad died on the same date. The date he died, June 10th, 90. Date with 106 numerology. 106. Joe Dumars also has gematria of 137, which is the 33rd prime number. Scored 33 points. Game 3. His father the third. For a little more gematria, Dumars 22, Bad Boy 22, Basketball 22, Thomas 22. The two stars, Dumars and Thomas, of the Bad Boys, what the Pistons were known it for. I didn't even look at Pistons to see if there's anything interesting here. Pistons has gematria of 31 like Basketball, Thomas, and Dumars with the S exception. Look at this. I'll show you this real quick. Thomas, 31 with the S exception. Same with Dumars. These are basketball numbers. Let's see what Detroit Pistons looks like. Maybe there's another thing here I could have seen. 68, casket goes 6 feet deep, 8 feet long. 85 like Basketball. Good basketball team name, you know. Basketball also 68. You see how these teams are named accordingly, you know? None of this stuff's arbitrary. It's all by design. It's all gematria, the Jewish practice. Zionist Jews have always been running the NBA. You know? So now let's get to this other bogus news. I noticed all night CNN wanted to keep 17 minutes on this ticker out of Ohio. And I thought, well, I know why they're doing that. Literally, for hours. It just said that the story had been up for 17 minutes. Coming out of Ohio, the 17th state, and this news coming on the eve of the start of the Eastern Conference Finals with the Cavs and LeBron James. So anyway, again, Ohio, the 17th state, NBA equals 17. The Cavs were the 17th team to join the NBA. They also joined the same year the Blazers joined the league. The Buffalo Braves joined the NBA that year as well. They're now the Los Angeles Clippers. But anyway, 17 minutes. This is a story about murder, killing in Ohio. Police make arrest in unsolved killings of 8 members of Ohio family. This entire story, I assure you, is complete bullshit. Complete made-up fiction. They said it happened in Pike County, Think about Albert Pike, the Freemason. Pike County in the town of Piketon, Ohio. Piketon, Ohio has the gematria of 137, the 33rd prime, NBA Finals 33. Piketon, Ohio sums to 52. Last year, the city of Cleveland ended the 52-year curse of no sports championships. Remember the last time Cleveland won was with Jim Brown of the Browns? People can't see Manchurian athletes being farmed and named accordingly, with stories like Jim Brown of the Browns, Dick Buttkiss. Then this year, in a big Catholic ritual, the Michigan player after Harbaugh visiting the Vatican, drafted to the Denver Broncos, Jake Dick Butt. 145th overall pick, Catholic 145, Mile High 145. Anyway, a lot of numbers here correspond with the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. I could go into it even deeper, but let's just read the reporting. More than a year after 8 members of a rural Ohio family were killed, guarantee this family doesn't even exist, police have charged a witness with vandalism and tampering with evidence in the case, James Manley. I mean, who are they kidding? James Manley. The day before the Eastern Conference Finals, again with LeBron James, who's looked like a grown man since he was a baby. James Manley, 40, of Pike County, is the brother of one of the victims, Dana Roden. And I didn't even check out Dana Roden, but let's just look. Dana Roden, 48. Oh, of course, just like Cleveland, 48. Just like James, 48. Remember when Donald Trump had his convention in Cleveland? Donald Trump, 48, about building a wall. Now LeBron James has a show named The Wall. As John Wall went down to the Celtics, LeBron James's wall was playing on the other channel. On the 48th day of 2017, right after Trump became president, they released a movie about the Great Wall, a white guy in Asia, Matt Damon, The Martian. So Dana Roden, is that how it was? 48. Also 51, LeBron James with the S exceptions 51, Cleveland with the V exceptions 51, 84, the year LeBron born. These stories are a joke. By the way, when you write out 40 as a word, it sums to 84 and 51. We just talked about how those connect to LeBron. So here's James Manley. Police say he destroyed a GPS device that was being used in the investigation. He faces 2 felony charges and is the first person charged in the case. So this goes back to March 12th, 2016, more than a year ago. Look at this. James Manley equals 118, like Celtics, like death. LeBron playing the Celtics. By the way, Patriots equals 118, Tom Brady. There's always ritual sacrifice for these sports leagues. Fitting numbers here. But just look at it. And I'm telling you, Bill Russell, I hope he's finding my videos and protecting himself. We're going to be reading about Bill Russell dying here pretty soon. At age 83. Former member of the Celtics. Living up in Seattle. On the 122nd meridian. The same meridian Oakland's on. Anyway, from the date, May 12th, to this news yesterday, May 16th, 431 days. 431's the 83rd prime number. Bill Russell, 83. Murder equals 83. 83 being the 23rd prime as well. The word king, 23. Troll, 23. Symbol, 23. Takes me back to the AFC Championship between the Broncos and Patriots for the Super Bowl 50 season. They put up that stat in the AFC Championship. First Broncos score in 23 drives. And then they went on to win the game. Colorado equals 83. Football equals 83. Broncos get their first score in 23 drives. They were on a drought before they came back. This whole world of sports is a joke. This news also came on May 16th, 16/5. Cleveland equals 165. James Manley. So at the beginning of the year, Truth Seeker, I thought that we would see part 3 of the Warriors and the Cavs, and I thought LeBron would go on to win, winning 2 of 3, kind of like 23, the number he wears. Now that we know reverse gematria, I want you to see this. 2 has gematria of 23 as well. And I got to tell you, I'm still torn on who's going to win because of if the whole Mother's Day thing didn't go down with the Warriors and Steph Curry, I'd still be, favoring the Cavs. But right now, I really am torn. I really am torn on who's going to win between the Cavs and Warriors. Should that be the NBA Finals for the third time in a row, the trilogy? My initial instinct was Cavs would win it this year. This 2-23 thing, 2 of 3. It's making me lean that way again, but honestly, I'm in limbo with who's going to win between these two teams. So if you want to figure it out, take the knowledge, connect the dots, go back through all of my blog posts and videos. I honestly don't have the luxury to do that right now. I got too much shit going on. I got to finish my book. I'm just trying to get out the knowledge while I can. But I am torn on who will win the NBA Finals. But this whole 2-23 thing, LeBron, the man-child in Cleveland, James Manley, just murdering people. You know what I mean? They're trying to tell us something. We'll figure it out, Truth Seeker. We still got a few days to go. All right. Until next time.